Level 7 to 10, look, there's a number of ways you can operate. Canadian warm-ups, having a judges panel with in between two beams, so they judge one routine, turn around, judge the next routine while the kid's warming up, come back to judge that one. You can just do lots of things to try and keep the competitions running and moving through. International level competitions, unless someone's really keen, I just think we'll whip through these. The international levels program, they've removed the old international level 1. It now starts 2, then it goes to 4, and then moves up to international level 10 and junior and senior. They've got competition guidelines of where everyone fits into the Australian Championships. So Australian Championships still level 7 to 10, and the international program level 8, 9, 10, junior, senior, and national clubs as well for national level 5 and above. And all that information it's readily available in the tech regs, which should be up on the website this week. What we've done at Australian Championships at level 7 to 10 is increase the number of athletes in every team. It used to be 6, it's now 8. So every state can put in 8 gymnasts, so there's an extra 2 gymnasts at every level. In 2016, we're actually introducing what we call an open division, which is the international girls. They work through the international system and maybe can't quite make it to the top level, competing overseas and internationally, but they still need an avenue to compete. And we're saying that the top of the tree of level 10, maybe they get there and they go to uni or get a job and they don't want to train as many hours and maybe only want to do 2 apparatus. What do? They can't go to nationals anymore. We've got this open division that's going to be starting first in 2016, not this year. So it means it's open. Anyone can come. There'll be some sort of criteria to come in. It'll be a level 10 standard, but you might come and just do vault and bars, or you might just come and do beam routine, and you can compete for your state at Australian Championships. And it's a way of bringing the international girls and the levels girls in a competition format. It sounds really exciting, and it's being developed, and hopefully it's where saying that when you get to national level 10, that's not the end of the road for you. You can go on and compete nationally in a different event. So there it is. It's showing you that from national level 10 and international level 10, we'll have this open division. The implementation is all about how we're going to put the ALP into practice, and I think we've sort of moved on from there a little bit, so I'm just going to whip through. So it started on the 1st of January. We're saying basically you can choose where your athletes go. So whatever they were in 2014, whatever level, you look at the manual, look at the skills that are involved in each level, and you put the athlete where they best fit. No one's going to say they shouldn't be there or they should be somewhere else. You put them where they fit. Now, if you put them where you think they fit and they go to a competition and they're so much better than the rest of them, you think, okay, I've put them too low. There's no problem with moving them and changing them into a different level, and same for going down a level as well. So you work out what's best for your athletes, and as a coach and within your club, we trust you to make the best decisions for your athletes, and you know your kids, you know where they fit. I was talking to someone the other day and they said, well, my kids are perhaps not really level 6, but I'm going to put them at level 6 because we've already been doing a lot of handsprings and I don't want them to go back doing level 5 handspring to flat back. So I want to put them at level 6 so they can do handspring vault. And he said they might struggle a little bit on bars, but he said that's where I'm going to put them. So that's the decision that they've made based on one aspect, which was the vault. So that's the sort of decision that you make for your kids in your club. There's recommendations which you can't read, but basically it's just to help you. Future directions. There's lots of good ideas about more resources and what's going to happen, and more resources being provided, which we'll talk about later when they come. I'll talk about that in a minute, but right now we're going to do level 4 whistle routine. There are 2 lots of music. I'll play them for you later. The level 4 whistle routine is the sitting down one.
Kneeling.
Kneeling down. So this time we're kneeling down. So this time if everyone would kneel on their knees and sit down on their bottom. Yeah. Hands on your hips at the back like this. And twist to the right. And that's the start as Zoe is. Oh, my knees won't let me sit down too much. So it's probably the easiest of the floor routines, starting positions. So that's the cha-cha-cha. That's the whistle. Whistle. Okay, standing up, the cha-cha-cha one. Standing on your right foot, left foot across, arms folded, focus ahead, nice tight bodies. That's the cha-cha-cha level 4. And level 3, left foot behind, hands behind, looking forward. That's the level 3, which is called Children, the music. There you go. Level 3, level 2, level 4s. Thank you. Okay, the Gymnastics Australia has already developed the physical testing program. It's available. You can access it. I was going to say it's free. I don't know that that's true, so I better not say that. But it is accessible. It's a program that comes with a software program. You can actually use it in your gym, and you can have a testing program for your athletes that you can schedule into your yearly program. So you can test them in term 1 on a range of physical abilities, put their scores in the program. It will print certificates, it will give awards, all that sort of stuff. Then you can test them again in term 2 and see how they've improved. And it gives you a guide to say if you want to teach your child this particular skill, they need to be able to do more than so many leg lifts on the wall bars, or holding handstands, and it tells you about good body posture. And it's a resource for you to use in your club to help you with your development of your athletes. So if you haven't seen it or haven't got it, go to GA and get this program. It's really, really good. Michelle de Heiden developed it about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was out and we had a few teething problems, but it's been refined and it's available. But has anyone got any questions or queries or just something niggling that they'd like to ask?
Is the competition structure, like the last long time, level 1 to 3 has all been team-based competitions. Is it still going to be that, or is it going to be individual-based?
Okay, I'll tell you what I know, but Victoria have, as I said before, Victoria put together a group of people to work on what was going to happen in Victoria. And other states did similar, but I think Victoria was probably the most proactive and developed and got some people from around Victoria to come in and have a big discussion about what was going to happen. And I'm not sure 100% what I think they're going to do, but what I think they're doing is that level 3, which is actually part of the competition program in GA, is going to stay with level 1 and 2. But I think level 1, 2 and 3 is going to stay similar to 2014 of what you know already. But it's going to be using the skills in the new program. So the new program, the skills, that's it, automatically moving over. But the structure is going to stay the same, with the same competition program about August for level 1, 2 and 3 in a team-based competition similar to what happened in Victoria last year. Yep. Level 4, 5, 6 will use the same compulsory routines that we've been showing you, and they'll just go in the same system or season that you've done before as well. There's 2 programs though. There's the early in the year ones, which used to be national levels. It's now everybody. And then there's an end of year program as well for everybody as well. So that's trial for the girls that want to go to nationals to get into the state team. But remember, there's 2 more opportunities. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but 8 girls from each state can get into the state teams now. And everyone who is a level 10 gymnast, as long as you can qualify with a 43 all-around score, you can automatically enter Australian Championships at level 10, over and above the team number, the team size.
Are there going to be any age groups? For level 4?
Yep, okay. The age groups from Gymnastics Australia's side of things is that at national championships, we've got, let's just say we've got our 8 girls at level 7 all competing. We've got 3 of them who are 12 and 3 of them who are 14. There'll be 2 age groups for awards only. So the team will still be the team regardless of their ages, but at all around and apparatus finals, we'll have 2 lots of awards, one for the 12 and under and one for the 13s and overs. And that happens at level 7, level 8, level 9 and level 10, except just the age groups go up by a year each one. And that's, that's in the tech regs, which should be out. They'll hopefully be out this week on the GA website showing the age groups. But level 7 is 12 and under and 13 and over. Level 8's 13 and under and 14 and over. Level 9 and 10 is 15 and under and 16 and over, something like that.
Is that going to happen at a state level as well?
I think so. I think the state would probably just mirror what GA does. That will be, as Kathy said, in that event, in your event handbook, the age groups.